everyone watching this video. This is Rick and I'm here with another chess video on one of the greatest games ever played by VASILY SMYSLOV, who was world's 8th official chess champion. So he was a Soviet and Russian chess grandmaster, and in this game he is white and was playing against Vladimir Mikhailovich Levazon. So he started with the move c4 and Levazon played the move e5, knight to c3, knight to c6, g3, g6, bishop to g2, bishop to g7, rook b1, d6, b4, a6, e3. So black played here the move f5, which looks a little aggressive, after which knight g to e2, knight to f6, d3, both the side castles, bishop to d7, a4. So white is here concentrating on the queen side recently, after which rook to b8, b5, a captures on b5, a captures on b5, knight to e7, bishop to a3, bishop to e6, queen to b3, b6. Now here white plays the move d4, so the computer suggests the move f4, but in the game the move d4 was played, after which e4, d5, bishop to f7, knight to d4. Here black played the move going to d7 in the game, but he would have played knight to d7, after which going to c2, rook a8, bishop to b2, knight c5, f3, e takes on f3, rook takes on f3. So this would have been equal position. But in the game the move going to d7 was played, after which bishop to b2, g5, knight c to e2, and here black plays a move king to h8. So here he would have played rook b to e8, after which rook to a1 and knight to g6. So in this position it looks a beautiful scenario for black's position, because both the rooks, bishop and the knights are besides each other. This would have played in the game, but the move king h8 was played, after which rook to a1, knight to g6, f4, e captures on f4, rook takes on f3, knight to e7 was played. He would have tried knight to e4, after which going to c2, knight to e5, rook f to f1 and knight to c5. Now black's both the knights are on the most favorable squares for them. Here in the game, after knight to e7, knight to c6, rook b to e8, knight e to d4, and now here black played the move knight f takes on d5. So with the idea of gaining some exchange, after c takes on d5, bishop takes on d5, so he's attacking the queen and the rook. So but in the game white played a very aggressive or an attacking move, that is knight takes on f5. He's giving up his queen. So let's see what happens if black takes the queen on b3. So after this, bishop takes on g7, giving a check. So king to g8, knight c takes on e7, giving a check, rook takes on e7, bishop takes on f8, king takes on f8, rook to f2, rook e5, rook to a8, king f7, and bishop to h3. So this would be winning for white, because there are no squares that black queen can run away. Anywhere the black queen goes, white will give a discovered check and gain the queen. So keeping that in mind, black here played the move rook takes on f5 instead of taking the queen. So bishop takes on g7, king to g8. If king would have took the bishop, then queen would have moved to b2 or c3, giving a check and also getting out of the attack of the bishop. Now here, white captures the rook on f5, giving away his queen. b3, after which bishop takes on b3, rook takes on g5. He just gave away his queen in order to get a lot of attack. After which knight to g6, bishop to h6, queen to e6, h4. Every move here was played very accurately. King to h2, queen to c3, rook to f1, bishop to c4, rook to f2, queen e1, rook g to f5, bishop captures on the b5 pawn, which made him lose the game because he would have played the move bishop to e6, after which rook to f6, king h8, rook to f3, king g8, f6, h8. After some 3-4 repetitions move, the game would have been a draw, but in the game, black played the move bishop takes on b5, which was a mistake, after which bishop to d2. Now again here in the game the move queen to b1 was played, but queen to a1 would have been played, after which rook takes on b5, rook takes on f5, rook to f8, rook b to f5, rook takes on f5, rook captures on f5. And now here black would have lasted longer with this move, but also he is losing. But in the game, he played the move queen to b1, which made him lose instantly with the move bishop to d5 check. So in the game, the move king to h8 was played, which led to a mate in 7 position. But if he would have played the move king to g7, then it would be mate in 12 position after rook to f7, king to h8, bishop to c3, knight e5, knight captures on the e5, d captures on the e5, rook takes on c7, queen to f5. And you notice that every move here is very forced. Rook takes on f1, bishop captures on the f1, rook to c8. If the rook captures the rook, then suppose here if the rook captures the rook, then bishop captures on e5 would be a checkmate. So with that, king moved to g7, rook takes on e8, king to g6, bishop captures on e5, king f5, g4, king captures on g4, rook to g8 check, king h5. You notice that if king to f5 here, then rook to g5 would be a checkmate. So the king moved to h5, after which bishop to f3, king h4, bishop to g3 was a checkmate. So in the game, the move king h8 was played, after which bishop to c3, knight to e5, knight captures on e5, d captures on e5, rook takes on e5, and now here black resigned, knowing that it's a mating combination position. So queen to g1, king captures on g1, rook to e6. All the move blacks are playing here is because to last longer, rook takes on e6, check, king to g8, and rook to e1 will be a checkmate. So this was one of the most amazing games played by Vasily Smyslov in his chess career. He gave up his rook in order to gain a lot of attacking chances, which also made him score 1 point. So this was all about today's video. If you liked the game, please click the like button below the video, and also do not forget to subscribe our channel, and also press the bell icon so that you will get a notification whenever I'll upload a video. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next episode.